Well, hi, I'm Bob from My Life in 75 Square Feet, and today I just want to tell you, Madeline, you win. I'm going to do part 3 of relationships. Now, don't go telling G about this, because he's going to say, Bob, you are not licensed to practice psychotherapy. So today I'm going to talk about relationships part 3. Stay in your hula hoop. Today I'm on location. I'm in Chattanooga in a place called Sunset Rock. It's by Lookout Mountain. And for the last few days, I have been rock climbing here. Wow, I'm walking on some bumpy stuff. I'll stop. In part 2 of relationships, we talked about doing the upfront work. Today's part 3 is going to be a little different. It's about staying in your own hula hoop. Oh, how does that work? Behavior is intangible. You can't touch it. You can't put your arms around it. You can't see it. What she taught me was to use a hula hoop to define the boundaries of healthy and unhealthy behavior. So let's take a look at it. What? Oh. You don't need to go out and buy a hula hoop to get this concept. Although it took me a long time to figure it out. Using a hula hoop as a metaphor to define healthy and unhealthy behavior, if you talk about being inside a hula hoop, you're talking about your actions and your behavior. Now, outside of the hula hoop, it's when you talk about somebody else's actions and their behavior. So do you get it? If you're talking about yourself, you're talking about being in your hula hoop, and that's healthy. So once you start focusing on somebody else's actions and behaviors, you're outside of your hula hoop. And now you're entering the land of unhealthy behavior. Oh, that's a dangerous place for relationships. How about a few examples to help you get the idea of what I'm talking about? And how many times has this happened to you? You go to pick up a friend and they aren't ready and now you're late. Here's the way you could handle it if you were going to act inside your hula hoop. So you'd say to the other person, I want to tell you a problem I'm having with me, not you. I'm angry with myself that I decided to pick you up, and again, you're not ready. How about next time I leave 5 minutes after the agreed upon time? Now that seems pretty simple, doesn't it? I mean, it doesn't seem too hard. If you're acting outside of your hula hoop, you may respond in a manner like this. I'm angry with you, and you made me late again. I can't believe how inconsiderate you are. I'd never do this to you. I'm gonna be late, and it's all your fault. You're terrible. Would this out of hula hoop response make you defensive? I hope you could see the difference in these two responses, because it took me a long time to get this concept. Now in this next example, I bet I'm gonna get close to somebody out there. Your spouse spends money from your joint account without your consent or approval. This is an example of a way you might handle this if you want to be inside your hula hoop. I'm having a problem with me, not you. I really love you, and I like having a joint account together. The problem I'm having with me, not you. I'm angry with myself that I keep funding this account that you use for personal use. Until I stop feeling angry with myself, I'm not going to put any more money into this account. Sounds like a good way to handle it, right? If you want to handle this in a way that's outside of your hula hoop, in the land of unhealthy behavior, you might say something like this. You did it again. You spent our money on yourself without talking to me. You know, it's your fault I'm angry. I can't trust you anymore. You're terrible. What kind of response you think you'll get from your spouse if you do that? Now I'm standing on top of the cliffs where I was climbing the other day. You can look down there and see. It's pretty far down. You know, at first, and really for a while, this hula hoop stuff was really hard for me to understand. I really had to reprogram my thinking, and still it's hard. You know, I spent more time out of my hula hoop than in it. Now, Dr. M taught me that behavior is hard to change. First, you have to acknowledge it, and then it takes a lot of effort to really change. But it can be done. I want to thank G for this concept and all my co-pays over the couple years I went to him. Don't get too upset with me, G. Just sharing what you taught me. Well, I hope I was able to explain this so that it was helpful. If I just help one person out there, then I'm happy. I want to thank you for watching. If you like this video, I ask you to slam that like button and give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, I ask you to please subscribe and click that bell so you'll be notified of my next videos.